Only thing y'all got is Disney, and it's not even in Orlando.
No, they should not have choked that away. They were
Hey,
up by 20 plus, but we can get to that later. They were up by 20 plus, my boy.
oh yeah,
Ain't
they
no
were.
way
I
you
watched it and enjoyed every single second. Trash ass team. What's up, y'all? It's Austin. It's me. And
it's your boy Mike.
yeah, what you sipping on, man?
Hey man, look. Chicago been doing me well, man. Chicago been doing me well. For those of y'all, again, looking for any non-alcoholic alternatives, we out here. You know what? I forgot my lighting changed. Hey, I'm having to do this from a different viewpoint. Uh, see if I could. Yeah, I can get it in the shot easier. I'll tell you what. But this is the Wild Berry Sour from Go Brewing. Go Brewing out of Chicago. Non-alcoholic beer. I'm telling you what. I can't tell there's no alcohol in it. Literally everything done just like a beer is supposed to be done. This is supposed to be a fruit forward sour. Let's see what it's hitting on. Yep, that is our fruit. Hold on, I gotta take a second one on that. I gotta take a second one on that. Yep, yep. For those of y'all looking for a non-alcoholic alternative, y'all make sure to check out Go Brewing. We're totally not sponsored. I'm just saying. Throwing it out there for those of y'all looking for a non-alcoholic alternative. This wild berry sour, it is called the New School Sour. Blueberry, strawberry. I'm pretty sure there are more things in there than just blueberry and strawberry, but absolutely perfect for those of y'all looking for a non-alcoholic alternative, and those of y'all that enjoy sours. Both crowds, I'm gonna go ahead and recommend that. I don't talk too much about what I'm sipping on. What you over there sipping
Ah, tequila.
on? Yo, why you had to charge it up though? He said,
It's been one of those days, yo.
yeah. All I heard from your side was Psycho Show.
It's been one of those days. Shit.
But the but those of y'all that are Street Fighter fans, y'all will appreciate that. Psycho Show.
Mm,
Mm. So what we getting
mm.
on, man?
Start with soccer, man. Y'all see the background, man. PSG versus Arsenal is the Champions League final. Man, can't wait. I think we already saw the Champions League final. It's kind of like watching a conference final for one side. PSG versus Bayern was what was it? Oh man, how many goals was it that was scored? Let me double check real quick. Total. Man. 11 total goals between the two games.
Jesus wept.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all follow soccer or something like that much. It's pretty difficult to score in the in those sports. Like that'd be like scoring 15 in hockey. So that mm,
It was crazy. It's do you would think there was no defense in those games?
yeah,
Those are two of the best defensive teams in the in the actual world.
it makes this
Their offenses are just that much better than their
yeah.
defenses, yo. Yeah. So PSG is going back to the Champions League final to repeat their championship, and Arsenal was going back there for the second time in history. And the first time they won it was back in the early 2000s. I think it was with Thierry Henry. So I think that's when they were the Invincibles. I think it was that year where they didn't lose at all. Any competition that they didn't lose. They may have drew, so they may have tied whatever or drawn, but
Mhm.
yeah. So yep, excited for that one. Let's see. Let's do the quick EPL race. Arsenal's up 76 points. 5 points ahead of Manchester City. They have 71. And Arsenal has 3 games left in the season. Man City has four. And for Serie A, we got Inter. Inter basically won the they actually won the Scudetto, which is the Serie A, the Italian
Mhm.
league this year. So yeah. Boo!
Nice, nice, nice,
So yep.
nice.
That's it. Season's
That's
coming to a
wild, man.
close and it's time for the World Cup,
That's
which is
wild.
if
That's
you are
still wild,
Americans,
man.
limit your expectations.
He said,
Yeah. Black ain't stupid. I know what's going on. I actually watch the sport. So very closely. So yeah. hmm hmm So yep.
why, why in the back of my head, all I was thinking about was if one more can try to stop me, it's gonna be some other in the lobby.
Yo,
You ain't got no problem with me. Yeah.
so with my homeboys, it was like you met him, uh Burnett. He said like because like the line is there'd be some dreadhead niggas in the lobby, right? He said,
Yeah.
man, what if you just turned the word dread to dead? That changes the song completely. And I was like, yes, it turns to a murder scene. What do you what are you talking about?
It was already a murder scene. What do you like? Because you don't want no problem with me.
Yeah. Nope. Anyway, that's all I got. Back to basketball.
Actually, we're real quick UFL before we basically just because everything else basically gonna be basketball. Real quick UFL stuff. I did not know up until recently DTR plays for a UFL team. Yeah, Dorian Thompson Robinson. That random quarterback that played for the Cleveland Browns because they haven't had 20 quarterbacks ever. Um, yeah, yeah, no, he plays for the UFL now. Uh, Let me see. I was literally just watching the game. It was not the Orlando Storm. DC Defenders? You know what? We can go back and look. How about that? Stallions? Yes, Birmingham Stallions. Dorian Thompson Robinson is the
DTR?
quarterback for. Yeah, Dorian Thompson Robinson is the quarterback for the Birmingham Stallions, and they won on Sunday. The Louisville Kings are trash, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, Dorian Thompson Robinson is uh the quarterback for the Birmingham Stallions. Like I legit was watching that game. I was like, I ain't got nothing else to do on this Sunday. Turn on some UFL, throw some stats down. Um, he popped up on the screen. I was just like, didn't he play for the Browns? He
Yes, he did.
I was one of those. Huh. All right. And it was one of those. Um, Also, the DC Defenders, low key. can be a pretty good NFL team. I don't know if you knew, but the DC Defenders over like the past couple of seasons have only lost like 7 games. And like legit have always had a running game. They the DC Defenders low key could be. Let me see what team to compare them to. They're better than the Jets. They're better than the Browns. They're better. They're about on the level of like. They're about on the level of like the Jacksonville Jaguars minus a quarterback, if that makes sense. Or
Okay.
or like NFC terms, they're about on the level of like the Seattle Seahawks. So it's one of those. They they low key could be a like because also also going in with their name, uh, their defense is straight up smash mouth. Like you're not gonna run up on their defense. Like if you run up on their defense, you're gonna get as me and my boy Cam, aka Orange Kirby, shout out to him. As me and him would say, if you run up on their defense, you're gonna get depleted. All right, you're gonna get ran up off of your cleats. So, like the defense solid, always have had a running game, straight up smash mouth football, and it's one of those y'all can straight up be an NFL team.
So
Mm.
they get crushed.
I'm pretty sure they're going to crush everybody in the UFL this year. I think they only have one loss. Oh, let me look. Let me look. Yeah, they're 5-1. So yeah, they only have one loss right now. Straight up, just crush everybody. It's and it sucks because they're one of those teams where like you look at the roster and it's just like we if we get behind early, nah, they're gonna control the clock and it's over. It's over. So wanted to throw those two things out there. Yeah, Dorian Thompson Robinson.
Hmm.
He's the quarterback of the Birmingham Stallions. But
Interesting.
also, who knows what can happen from UFL? Because I mean, Drew Lock went from NFL, as in being backup slash starter on the Broncos, to being cut and being in the UFL and being promoted from you. I guess you could say promoted from UFL back to NFL by being a backup on the Giants and then being traded from the Giants to the Seahawks. So who knows what could happen? Hey, DTR can be back in the NFL.
Yep, picking up water. You know what? For the Browns, yeah, might as well. He'll be back.
I was about to say,
Oh, nope, never mind. They got Shador.
you sure?
It's sad, but out of all the quarterbacks that the Browns had, I have more faith in Shador Sanders in all of them.
The Cleveland Browns had like 85 quarterbacks.
Oh, maybe besides Baker Mayfield. At the same time, it's like this. I don't think Baker's that good, yo.
He better than he's better than a lot of he is better than a lot of what they Baker is better than a lot of what Cleveland had.
Oh yeah. No, he is. So I'm saying is like I don't think he's that good. Meaning that's all the Browns got is
Within
to
the
do.
past like 20 years. I agree. I agree, sadly.
You know what else is crazy about the Browns? Well, I guess this kind of brings up a Shador thing. People, this oh, this is okay. I'm not sure if we're going to football now, but for a second, but the same thing that it said about Shador, how he pats the ball and stuff like that, it said it was a negative. They
Mhm.
said he's like telling his passes and delaying timing. Mendoza does the exact same thing, and they call it patience and rhythm. And I was like, dude, you can't have it both ways, bro. One cannot be the
Exactly.
number one. The other one's like, oh yeah, but what about I'm like, yeah, he's a winner. I agree. Shador did not win. Shador also never had an offensive line. Shador also never had a running back. Shador also never had a defense. It was Travis Hunter and people who are going to be answering emails with us. So
He said people answering
like
email.
it's crazy.
Oh, dear God. He said answering emails.
So
Uh, hold
yeah.
on. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna do a quick search. America. Since 2000. Oh Jesus, Tim Couch. Is Tim Couch really their best quarterback since 2000? No, Jake Delhomme. But anyway, since 2000. Oh, what was that one quarterback? Seneca Wallace. Anyway, okay. Since 2000. All right. Tim Couch. Tim Couch, Doug Peterson, Spurgeon Wynn, Kelly Holcomb. I guarantee you, y'all don't remember Spurgeon Wynn. Kelly Holcomb, Jeff Garcia. Ooh, either Jeff Garcia or Seneca Wallace. Anyway, Jeff Garcia, Luke McCown, Trent Dilfer, Charlie Fry, Derek Anderson, Brady Quinn, Ken Dorsey, Bruce Gradkowski, for all seven people that remember him, Colt McCoy, Seneca Wallace, Jake Delhomme, Brandon Whedon, the Weeds, Brandon Whedon, Dad Lewis, Jesus Christ, Jason Campbell,
Yeah. Shit. Yep.
Jason Campbell, Brian Hoyer, Johnny Manziel. Yes, we're still going, America. Johnny Manziel. We're only at 2014, by the way. Johnny Manziel, Connor Shaw, Josh McCown, Austin Davis. Austin Davis's clock management is god awful. RG3, Cody Kessler, Deshaun Kaiser, Kevin Hogan, Baker Mayfield. We're just now getting to 2018. Tyrod Taylor, Case Keenum, Nick Mullins, Jacoby Brissett, Deshaun Watson, Mr. Nasty. Joe Flacco, Dorian Thompson Robinson, PJ Walker, Jameis Winston, and Bailey Zappi. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be a different quarterback for starting 2025. There you go. That's only since 2000. That is only since 2000. You want to talk about pains at the quarterback position? I have to sip this with the pinky up on this one. Cleveland Browns fans, I am sorry. And again, Austin Davis, I watched a couple of games with Austin Davis as the starter. His clock management skills are awful.
Damn. They can just change teams.
The Cleveland Downs instead of the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, so,
Ooh, I ain't mean to get that far on a NFL tangent, but
Ooh, wee.
the fact that I named that many players and it's only been since 2000. So imagine if I went back farther. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. But yeah, NBA stuff, man. NBA stuff. What we got, man?
Mm, my bad. I'm sorry, America. I'm trying my best to do this, but I'm also hate watching the NBA right now because Carl Anthony
You
Towns
said
is playing.
you
So
said hate watching.
yeah, bro, I was watching the game with Connie and I was like, I fucking hate this guy. I don't know.
Like
Like
when
I need
you
to
start,
meet him so I can not hate him. Like, hey man, yo, you all right, man? You're a cool dude, bro. That's cool. But I don't like how he plays basketball
yeah,
to the point where it hurts me. See, he just tried to hook this dude on.
you see. I gotta
Anyway,
take a sip on that.
shout
Should I
out
do the
to
mini
the
game
Detroit
first?
Pistons.
Hey,
Um, the Magic, Tracy McGrady, he cursed the Magic. I don't care what anybody say. They were up 3-1. Tracy McGrady's Magic was up 3-1 against the Pistons, the number one seed Pistons. And he said it feels good getting out the first round. And the Pistons walked them down and finished and won the series 4-3. The Magic was up 3-1 against the Pistons. Both of them a one seed and an eight seed got walked down 4-3.
hey,
The
you should
game
you should
six in Orlando, up by 24 points. Something in my soul said, yo, put money on it. So I did. And I won some loot. Because one thing I do know, the Magic are frauds. That's all I know. When's the last time you seen them do something good?
Who was that? Oh nine.
Besides the theme song, Orlando Magic. We just want to hear the song, bro. We don't care about this team.
Oh nine, the oh nine, oh 10, or oh no, oh 10, the oh nine 2010 season.
That was Tracy McGrady, right?
Mm-mm, no,
Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't.
it was Dwight Howard and what was that point guard's name?
Jameer
Jameer
Nelson?
Nelson. Yeah, that was that season. They got to the finals. They lost to the Lakers, but they at least got to the finals.
What is he doing? My bad, dog. He's just too big to be doing that goofy fraud insurance flopping, yo. You know what? I should have got wine tonight.
Who said wine? uh, I fully agree. You sure Doc Rivers was not coaching that team? I'm sure. I
I
had to go
mean,
there. I had to go there.
I mean,
I mean, their
bruh.
coach got fired. Their coach
Yo, the
did get
ball
fired.
got stuck and they can't get it out. Okay, they just got it out.
But yeah, their coach got fired for losing
Bruh.
that series, being up 3-1.
No, no, he didn't get fired because of that. He was gonna get fired regardless, yo. He was, yo,
I don't think he gets fired if he wins that series.
yes, 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 he does. I'm gonna tell you why. Bruh, they were trying to fire him at the middle of the season, but they couldn't. And then they kept winning. And then they started losing. And then they kept winning. And then they beat the Hornets. And they're like, shit. Do you know what happened before the Pistons game? Pistons, the 76ers game in the playing tournament?
Mm-mm.
One of the players said, oh, word, I ain't playing? Trade me then. But the trade deadline already passed. What? And they had a shouting match, and players are like, yo, fuck this dude. Yo, talking about the coach. They don't like that dude, yo. So the Hornets Hornets losing. Yo, he was like, "Whew, I get another check. I get another check." Bro, he was out of here. He had to win the championship. So then there were reports of players like it's
Basically, yeah.
like there's like rumors of players saying, "Yo, if he's here, I'm gonna trade next year."
Now that you've told me that, yeah, basically, yeah.
He was at it, bro. They were like, "Oh, we lost." Whoo, 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 whoo. It didn't look that bad, did it? One, two, three, Cancun. Let's go.
He said,
Yeah.
"What?"
Yeah, man.
Weren't the Celtics down and came back and won? These Celtics
No,
are starting to
Celtics
catch up.
were. I don't know, but I do know. Okay, no, I do know this one thing. I think we said it on here. When's Tatum coming back? Oh, he's playing this season. Didn't he just have
Yeah.
an Achilles tear? Oh, he's still playing. Oh, okay, minutes restriction, right? Oh, he's playing full. Yeah, something else about to tear. Yep, 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 yep. Oh, he's not playing in the game six? Why not? Yeah, he got tightness in the leg. Is it the other leg where he didn't tear it? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. And when he hurt it again, about this time last year, mm-hmm. So he came back before the year and tightness in the other leg. Something's about to tear. You better sit your investment down. Trust me, because it always happens. Like, yo, you you be trying to rush coming back, you're gonna overcompensate on the other leg,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna tear the other thing. Look at Klay Thompson, came back too early. Rip, done. The other knee. It's crazy, yo. It is crazy. So I'm not saying I'm a professional athlete or whatever. I'm not, but I tore my calf, and you know it started to feel a little bit weird. I started playing basketball again a little bit. The other leg, and I said, you know what? I'm just sit my ass down a little bit longer. Nah,
Yep.
we ain't doing that. Leg tightness? Nah, fam. 'Cause tightness, tightness is the last thing you feel before something tears. That's exactly what happened to me, yo. Exactly what happened to me. I was like, I feel a little tight. No, man, that's fine. Man, motherfucker, somebody kick me. Anybody around me? All right. One step. I got no strength. What the?
I'm out of there. I'm gone.
I don't know what happened. Yeah, I'm gonna say this one out for a little bit. Stretching a
Yeah.
little bit, you know what I'm saying? Start walking. Oh, hey, yeah, I'm gonna go home. Yeah, which is crazy though. Tore my calf, drove home, manual shift, drove home, chilled for a couple weeks, played soccer like about a month later. I was like, yeah, soccer is not too cutty, whatever. Made one move, and my mom also did this. And I said, yep, I'm about to go to the doctor. Hey, bro, you tore your calf. Hmm, yeah. If it was a little bit lower, you would have tore your Achilles. Excuse me, say what again?
I didn't mean to laugh at your face. It was just
What?
your face. You said, hmm.
Yeah, bro. I was like, what? Mm, mm. I I beg your finest pardon, sir. I
The
tore my
finest
what?
part. Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna shut it down. Hey, anybody like golf? 'Cause that's what I'm about to be on. Fuck this. No. Nope. I got golf lessons next week, actually, yo. So nope. Nah, man. My uncle tore his Achilles playing basketball in his like mid-30s, 40s. My aunt tore her Achilles playing volleyball, mid-30s, 40s. I was like, I tore my, you know what? Shut it down. I will shoot around. And if I play basketball, straight line. Oh, damn, man, pick and roll. Look, I got rolls at the house. I'm a pick, and I might pop, but I'm not rolling nowhere. You shut the hell up. No. Come on, man. Hustle. Hustle for what? Bitch, I got
Hey,
2 degrees. I ain't hustle. No,
I'm
no.
I'm gonna have you laugh. for those that are watching this podcast and know me for Smash Brothers, I'm gonna go ahead and take a sip on this too. I'm gonna have you laugh. One of my famous sayings: biscuits only, no rolls.
Yeah, facts, yo.
Don't roll.
No roads.
Don't roll.
I'm nah. Straight to the crib.
Oh, I push my phone back. Lord.
What is this?
Should I do this quicker? Well, at least my side of the minigame.
Yeah, you got it.
And then I guess we can do some quick second round predictions. Yeah, I realistically just call it quits after that. All right. So, quick mini game, America. Y'all can play along with us if y'all want to, if y'all see fit. So, mini game that's super wild, super challenging. You got 3 lines that you have to do for multiple things I'm going to read out. But they had to have played either played or drafted in the 1990s. That's the first stipulation. Of course, we will do a starting lineup. So point guard, shooting guard, small forward, center. On top of that, also pure shooter, rebounder, finisher, clutch player, passer, on ball defender. For those that know me and some of my friends, we got in football what's called a GOAT, a Dak Prescott line, and a Matt Ryan line. To explain those, obviously, GOAT is GOAT, so greatest of all time. No need to continue explaining that. Dak Prescott line means you are definitely making the playoffs with this person. Will you win in the playoffs? 6-7, sure. But you're definitely making the playoffs with this person. And then for the Matt Ryan line, that's like this is the baseline. Like this is at least what you want. You can build something around it. Will you make the playoffs? But you can at least like this is the baseline of what you want for said position. And or what I just called out. Huh. So, all that to say, from my side, I know it's a pretty. The last stipulation was you can't repeat any players. So, for example, if I was to pick Steph Curry for one of the lines, I could not pick Steph Curry for a different one of the lines. This is what makes it a little bit difficult. Um, so all of that and either playing or being drafted in the 1990s. Pretty difficult mini game. Um, I think you said Austin, you had got basically most of your roster done, and I guess you want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
read
yeah, yeah.
you're
There's
gonna
there's
read
definitely
yours
some
off in like
holes.
yeah, I got you. So it's a pretty difficult mini game. When I came across it and I saw the stipulations, I brought it up. Like I said, it's a more difficult mini game than what you think, America. So anyway, for my point guards, go John Stockton, NBA all-time leader in assists. I'm gonna just leave that there. Um, I know a lot of people are probably going to give me hate for that, but I'm throwing John Stockton out there for my GOAT point guard. There was a couple others that I battled between. I'm throwing John Stockton out there from my goat. For the Dak line, Allen Iverson. For the Matt Ryan line, Mohamed Abdul Roth. For those of y'all that don't know, he played for the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets basically made the playoffs dang near every year he played for the Denver Nuggets. And he was one of those guys that if you weren't ready on defense, he's basically going to
Oh, he's gonna
cross you.
cook.
Yeah, he's going to cross
It's
you
a
and
wrap.
score. Yeah. That was one of those. Okay. All right, cool.
Got to
So
look
that was my
foolish.
point guard. That's my point guard slash. Shooting guard, of course, I got to go. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Um, the Dak line. I battled. I battled hard on this. I will tell you later why I battled hard on this, but I went Tracy McGrady for the Dak line, and then went Nick Anderson for the Matt Ryan line. Small forward, we got Scottie Pippen. Uh, Dak line, I went Chris Mullin. I had to give him his limelight, man. Chris Mullin was that dude, man. Um, Also, how many other white boys you know with a flat top fade? Uh,
That man got a little brother, yo.
and for the Matt Ryan line, um, y'all don't think this is going to be a real name, but it is a real name. From the Matt Ryan line for small forward, I went Detlef Schrempf.
My
And
man,
yes,
Joe. My
Schrempf.
man's deadlift, yo.
And yes, it is spelled Schrempf. And yes, you pronounce every letter Shrimp. um, Power forward. I think you're gonna like this pick, bro. Power forward. My goat is Tim Duncan. I got reasons on why I think you're gonna like that pick. But my power forward goat is Tim Duncan. Dak line is Dirk Nowitzki. Not that I'm a Mavericks fan or anything, but the Dak line is Dirk Nowitzki. Alden Polonis is going to be my Matt Ryan line. For those of y'all that don't know, a underrated power forward ended up playing for the Sacramento Kings. Uh, One of those dudes that basically once he patrolled the paint, you're not getting in the paint. Like basically one of those dudes. So I'll give him that. Center Hakeem Olajuwon, the dream. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Anyway, Hakeem Olajuwon for my goat because there's been no other player that averaged 40 in the finals besides Hakeem Olajuwon. There you go. David Robinson is my DAC line. I almost didn't even want to put him at the DAC line. I almost wanted to like put someone else at the DAC line and be like, yo, David Robinson is above the DAC line, if that made sense. But yeah, went on ahead and did the DAC line. David Robinson basically kind of needed Tim Duncan to be like the Twin Towers and then start winning
Yeah.
titles. Yeah. So
And then it was a wrap.
hey,
I'm
hey,
winning everything.
he was on the what was it? Raisin Bran. He was on the cover for Raisin Bran. So um and then my Matt Ryan line for center was Alonzo Mourning. Zoe. Now we get into the tricky part in which it makes it more difficult. And while the mini game gets super duper tricky, pure shooter. Y'all gonna give me some hate for this, but pure shooter. Reggie Miller is my GOAT. Peja Stojakovic is my Dak line, and Mitch Richmond is my Matt Ryan line. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, where's Steph? Steph is like for me,
Wait,
Steph
you
is
said you
number
said
one.
90s.
Mm-hmm.
Steph did not get drafted in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Miller was the guy.
Yes, there you
You can
go.
argue. Wait, when was Ray Allen drafted? Was that the early 2000s?
That's another thing of where I had to battle because Ray Allen was in the list. However, I would put Ray Allen between literally between Reggie Miller and Peja.
Yeah, it's like he's. I see what you're saying. He's not quite Dak, but he's not beating out Reggie Miller.
He's not beating out Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller stared down. For those of y'all that don't know, Reggie Miller in the NBA Finals stared down Kobe Bryant from 40 feet away. And Kobe was like, I dare you ain't gonna do it. He took a jump shot from 40 feet away from the basket and clipped the nets. Reggie Miller is my GOAT for the 90s. Easy. That's it. I watched that with my grandmother Naomi, and both of us had our jaws wide the hell open. Just, my man was like 4 steps ahead or 4 steps in front of half court, staring down and just pulled it. Nah, Reggie Miller's my GOAT. And then Peja and Mitch Richmond. Rebounder, the mound of rebound, Charles Barkley. I gotta go Charles Barkley. My Dak line, uh, only because he needed a team around him in order to be great and get stuff done, but he definitely got stuff done. Ben Wallace is my Dak line, and Charles Oakley is my Matt Ryan
Oh,
line.
go?
Good old Oak finisher. Ain't nobody doing it besides Sean Kemp. Try to block a Sean Kemp dunk. You're gonna leave with one arm. Try to block a Sean Kemp dunk. You're gonna leave with one arm. He dunked on another center, stood over him, and did this.
He dunked on him. Ha! And ran back off defense. Oh man.
Nah, that's my goat, bro. That's my goat for finishers. Vince Carter is going to be my Dak line. Uh, Vince Carter kind of got screwed over. Uh, when the Toronto Raptors didn't really know what they wanted to do with the roster. And then between him and then Tracy McGrady getting traded and they didn't know what position to put Vince at, he kind of got screwed. But at least for finishing, yeah, no, Vince Carter was that dude. Vince Carter jumped over a 7-footer in the Olympics and dunked on somebody. I'm gonna put him at least at my Dak line. He made the playoffs a decent amount of years too. Uh, for those of y'all that also might not know, for my Matt Ryan line, Tyrone Hill. He played for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm gonna tell you what, if if Tyrone Hill if Tyrone Hill got the ball's going in the basket. Period. In the statement. All right. He was so much of a finisher, they programmed it into video games to where if you tried to go up and block Tyrone Hill, you were either getting called for a foul or you were getting pushed out the way while Tyrone Hill still dunks the ball. Guess what? The Cleveland Cavaliers are trash. But hey, He's still gonna dunk the ball on you.
Because he played for the Cavs at the end of his career, right?
Not the end of his career, like the middle of his career.
Okay.
Because he was on the Cavs like in the NBA give and go days up to like
Oh,
NBA Showtime. So like 93 to 99 ish. And I think he changed teams after that.
okay. What was that game? It was NBA The Run, right? Is that what you're talking about? Last.
The upcoming game.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it now. I see it.
Yeah.
Is it out? Nope.
No, I don't think it's out fully. I think it's in beta still right now. It's either
Yeah.
in
Fucking hate.
beta or it's available on Steam.
I'm glad to see LaMelo on the cover, but why is Cooper Fleck on the cover, yo? Oh, it makes me feel like everything is rigged now.
Because they shitted what's his name out of the rookie of the year.
No, I
Tom
think it's
Thibodeau.
more than that. I think it's I don't know, man. I just Cooper Flag is good. I also feel like this looks a little bit manufactured.
Hmm.
And I don't think you need to do this for him. He's already a good player.
Yeah.
Mavericks trade away Luca, miraculously get the number one pick, which shouldn't have even been in the top three, but got the number one. And the teams who should have gotten in the top three didn't get to the top three, which is crazy.
Hey,
Charlotte, Washington, and
uh,
the Jazz should have been one, two, three. So
for those of y'all that don't believe us, y'all go back and watch our episode 84.
I think so.
You go, oh, I know. I know it's episode 84 because I remember us being like, oh, what a coincidence. Because last
Yes.
time something like this happened was 1984 for
But the
Patrick
Knicks.
Ewing.
So, yep. It's very interesting.
Mm-hmm. That's who I had for. Oh, actually, since you bring him up, to put him in a positive light, you know that there's only two players to in their rookie season to lead their team in points. What is it? Points, steals, assists, and rebounds.
Cooper?
Hmm. There's only two players that have ever done it in the past. Or sorry,
LeBron?
only only two players to have done it in the past 40 years. LeBron got close, but no, is Cooper and one other player to have done it in the past 30, 30, either 30 or 40 years. Let's go and say 40. It's a hard stat to do. Because you got to think it's points, steals, rebounds, and assists, and they lead their team in all four of those categories.
Cooper, LeBron.
And there's only two players to have done it. LeBron is not one of them. The
What?
the reason LeBron was not one of them is because when LeBron got to the Cavs, there were also three other big men that were getting the rebounds, that were getting rebounds to where he wasn't leading the team in rebounds.
Steals? No.
Yeah, points, rebounds, steals, and assists, all four.
I know it's not
That's where
Jordan.
it gets tricky. Hmm?
I know it's not Jordan.
Unfortunately, it actually is Jordan.
That's crazy. How bad were those Bulls? Because
Exactly.
Jordan's not trying to pass the ball. How bad were they, yo? God, he said, "Here, man, damn, take it." That's basically what he was doing, yo. What? Oh, would it be Carmelo Anthony?
No, I'm saying there's only two players to ever done it, specifically in their rookie season. There's only two players that have ever done it. It's
Oh,
Cooper and
okay, yeah,
Michael
yeah.
Jordan. Carmelo got close. Carmelo was also uh Carmelo would have been shot out of assist to rebounds. And like I said, LeBron got shot out of rebounds because they had a decent amount of bigs on that Cavs team. Um, I can't even think of another player to even gotten close. Magic, maybe?
I wouldn't think Magic because he has Kareem on that team.
Yeah. So yeah, you say Magic. No, Larry Bird. No, Larry Bird ain't getting the rebounds,
Man,
and Larry Bird ain't probably getting the assists. Larry Bird's probably taking the shots. So yeah, yeah. Only Cooper Flag and Michael Jordan to ever have led their team in all four of those categories in their rookie season. Um, Now let me get the hate off my back because we only got three more categories, and then we can go ahead and wrap everything up. Clutch player. Kobe Bryant is my GOAT. I'm sorry. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I had him for mine too. If I can't put
There's a
Jordan, I'm
reason.
putting Kobe.
There's a reason why he is called the Black Mamba. For those that don't know what a Black Mamba is, I'm telling you right now, it's one of the most deadly snakes in the on the planet. There is, there is no reason to leave Kobe Bryant open, and heck, probably not even leave him double covered in a clutch play at the end of the game. No, my man will stare your defense down, configure what to do, get the ball, dribble, take the shot and walk off like almost Steph Curry. No, Kobe Bryant, clutch player for my goat. Dak line, big shot Bob, Robert Horry.
Bruh. Okay. Okay.
And from my Matt Ryan line, Glenn Robinson. Look, Big Dog. His nickname was Big Dog. Big Dog Robinson. Look. There was no stopping Glenn Robinson. There was no stopping Glenn Robinson if a certain play needed to be made and the Milwaukee Bucks set it up right. There was no stopping him. However, obviously, it's not like the Milwaukee Bucks were all that great in the 90s. So I put him at the Matt Ryan line. Big Dog Robinson, man. Passer. Woo. I had some battles with this one. Passer. White chocolate. Jason Williams.
Mm-hmm.
My man passed the ball with his elbow. Enough said.
Bruh,
Um,
backwards.
yeah,
Backwards, yo. What? Yo. Like it's crazy. Like I don't know. It's
backwards and no look. Backwards and
yes.
no look.
So here's the thing, right? I was talking with my former coworkers about this. It's like I miss not so much 80s. Well, I wasn't really watching the 80s, but I say mid 90s to about now I'll probably say 93-ish to about 2010-ish.
Hmm.
Now I think the game is faster and it's it's people I think are more skilled, but they're actually kind of like robots because they all have the same damn trainer. But the creativity is gone, which is
Hmm.
why I love watching the Hornets. Well, the Hornets are my favorite team, but watching how the Hornets run, or not watching the Hornets, watching LaMelo just do stuff.
Yeah.
That's I'm like, okay, this feels
Yeah.
like how it was. Like, I'm going between my legs and throwing it up, and Miles is gonna grab it, or Brandon Miller is gonna just dunk it.
Yeah.
Like it's that used to be so much fun. You remember those passes? One person has a ball, and there's somebody coming behind him about to block the shot. Behind the back pass to him. He throws it off the backboard. There's a defender like, oh damn, and there's another guy coming out of nowhere dunking it. That used to be like a what once a week thing. Not no more because everybody runs to the 3-point line. Dude, get the layup,
Hmm.
man.
Hmm.
So,
You and I also grew up in the era of well, a decent amount of who may be watching this also grew up in the era of watching the LeBron and Dwayne Wade Heat, where Dwayne Wade just threw the ball up, rebounded it off of the backboard, and just did like this because he knew right behind him was LeBron to get the rebound and yeah,
yeah, man.
like that was so fun to watch. That was so
It
fun
was
to
a
watch.
fun thing to watch, yo.
Hmm.
That's what was fun.
Um, so for passer for my DAC line, I got Mark Price. I don't know if y'all know how good of a passer Mark Price was.
The here's the problem. He played for the Cavs.
Exactly.
That's it. Like if you weren't watching basketball, you'd be like, man. He played for the Cavs.
Mark Price kind of studied some physics to where sometimes he would like pass the ball. So, for those of y'all that do street ball, obviously, you do that fake check where you act like you passing the ball to the person who's supposed to be checking you up, but you spin the
Oh
ball
yeah.
where, yeah, Mark
Later.
Price studied that, and he would do that mid NBA game. Who else is doing that? Who else is doing that? Um, and then my Matt Ryan line for a passer, I got Mookie Blaylock. I,
Mookie
I,
for the Hawks.
I almost wanted to put him in the next section, but you will understand my next section once I get there. I wanted to put him in the next section, but yeah, Mookie Blaylock's like you said, Mookie Blaylock's issue was that he played for the Hawks. Um,
Yeah,
and
that
then
was after no was Mookie. That was after Dominique. No, during Dominique with Torres before he got or
that was
right around when
during,
he got traded.
yeah, because
Yeah.
he played on the roster with Dominique Wilkins and LaFonso Ellis. It was like right at that perfect era.
Yep. And then he left, and then they got Stacey Augman, Kevin
Hmm.
Willis. Was it Kevin Willis?
Mm-mm.
No, he played for the Cavs, I believe. I believe.
Kevin Willis was, I believe, Cavs in Heat.
Yeah. Big ass elbow patch.
And then I think Raptors after that for some reason. Um, Final category on ball defender. You know, I got to go glove, bro. I got to go to glove.
Yeah, that was a
Gary
good one.
Payton.
Yeah.
I could also go trash talker for
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Gary Payton for on ball defender. That's my goat. My DAC line. I know y'all gonna hate me on this, but even still, my DAC line for on ball defender. Terrence Muggsy Bogues. I'm sorry. Look, I know he's about the same height as my wife. I don't care. There is a reason why during the 90s and 2000s, there was what was called the Muggsy Bogues rule. For those of y'all that don't know Muggsy Bogues at all, what is he, 5'4"?
No, no, he's not. He's 5'3".
There
I
you
remember,
go.
it's for those of y'all who grew up in Charlotte, as you were growing up, you were slowly passing Muggsy because he would go to every single event for kids.
So
I was
there you
like,
go.
damn.
He's 5'3", 5'3". And obviously, Especially with especially when the average height during this time for NBA players was like 6'5", 6'6". Someone 5'3", as you are dribbling and bringing the ball up court, obviously you're going to miss them because you're just that much taller than them. Like
Hmm.
your eye space is looking up court and trying to do something. They are below what your peripheral vision is going to see. They had what was called the Muggsy Bogues rule during the 90s and early 2000s. Muggsy Bogues was such a great on ball defender, despite being 5'3", that he would time how people would dribble the ball and come up and steal the ball. What the Muggsy Bogues rule was, if you came up the court and counted the number of people on defense, and you only got to four, and none of them is Muggsy, pick the ball up and decide to pass to one of your
Yes.
teammates.
Yes. He is right
the,
there. I see one, two. Oh, show. Hey, 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 now.
no. The fact that they invented a Muggsy Bogues rule. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. And then my Matt Ryan line for on ball defender is Bruce Bowen. Because yes,
Ooh,
Bruce Bowen was a decent defender. Bruce Bowen was also somebody that always got goddamn fouls for no reason.
always, yo. Always.
Stop stop stepping over there. Stop getting in his shooting lane. Stop it. That why? But after that, like outside of, you know, he's probably good for 4 or 5 fouls. He's still a really good defender. Um, and I know people are gonna hate. I know people are gonna put hate on what I listed. Um, debate debatable, and then we can go ahead and close out. Uh, debatable. I know people are probably gonna throw Shaq in the conversation. Shaq was dang near unstoppable, and I know Larry Johnson is probably going to come up in the conversation. I'd probably put Larry Johnson over Dirk if I were to pick Larry Johnson.
Okay.
And I know there's probably going to be some questions on the pure shooter, like Glenn Rice and was it Glenn Rice, Dale Ellis, uh, point guard question. What was your boy that played for the Knicks? Not the Knicks. The oh, it was the Knicks. John Starks. I know John Starks would probably come up, and Isaiah Thomas would probably come up. But I I would put those in between certain lines of what I had picked America. So to to calm y'all's nerves, like of everything I called out, I would understand picking Shaq over Hakeem. But again, Hakeem averaged 40 in the finals. So I do understand Shaq. Like Shaq was dang near unstoppable.
Bruh.
Was
Like, could you imagine the stuff he'll get away with now? Because, like, there's so many fouls being called.
hmm right. Exactly. Exactly.
It's funny because, like, Shaq will say, like he won't say, "Oh yeah, man, I'll just like beat you up, whatever, dominate you." He's like, "Yo, you're gonna foul out before the 4 or 5 minutes."
You're right. One of my most favorite comments was It was Charles Barkley talking about Andre Drummond. Some because there was some stat line that was brought up about Andre Drummond, and Charles Barkley goes, Andre Drummond, Andre Drummond. He said, boy, Andre Drummond's offense, boy, you can't even see that offense. Uh, it's so bad, man. You can tell Andre Drummond to go in the gym and practice, but he can't dunk or lay up. He gonna leave that gym with 2 points.
Damn. Damn.
Oh boy.
Damn.
But yeah, like and especially in the night, especially early 90s, you still had to deal with the bad boy Pistons.
Fights.
Yeah, yo, Alonzo Mourning versus Bill Laimbeer. Yo,
Mm-mm.
that ain't even basketball no more. That's uh what was the game? HBO boxing. That's HBO boxing at that point. That's Mike
90s,
Tyson's
yo.
punch out.
Straight hands. Like solo leveling, yo. Ain't nothing but hands. JJK.
Alonzo Mourning slung his coach across the court and continued fighting. Like, go look it up.
Basically, was it beef stew with that with skills?
His coach tried to break up the fight, and you literally see, yeah, with coach over here, hung on his arm, just gets slung, and the fight just continues. Nah, bro. I agree. There's so many other things they get away with now, as opposed to 90s and early 2000s.
Hmm.
But other interesting one. Well, I'll let you do yours for the next episode or whatever whenever you get yours together for the 90s. Should we do 2000s for
Okay.
the next run, I should say.
I think so. I can definitely pull some stuff over then.
2000s would be interesting because then you got people that bleed over into now, like Steph and KD and blah blah blah. So, huh? 2000s is going to be interesting. But I'll let you finish and read off yours before we even start to think about that.
All right. Do that next week.
Outside of that, I think that's it, peoples.
Well, on that news, or that news, what the hell? I need to run brain. On that note, wash your
Y'all have a
hands,
good
stay fly, keep on sipping, suckers.
keep on sipping. And yes, definitely wash your hands because mess around and catch COVID-26.
Nah, I
Anyway,
got the other virus. They can't let people off the ship. All right,
not a
yo.
sip of Herbal Aids.
Shit.